Hi, I'm Hazel, and this is a guide to the Nexus King Salhadaar fight in Manaforge Omega on normal and heroic difficulty. We have 3 phases and 2 intermissions, so buckle up. He starts the fight by putting us all under 3 stacks of Oath. Our main job in phase 1 is to remove those. Split the raid in half with 1 tank for each side. The boss will do a random combo of Vanquish cones and a Conquer ring at his current tank. Each tank can take only 1 cone and 1 ring per combo, so this can involve some fancy taunting. Point the Vanquish cone away from everyone, and bring the Conquer ring on top of your half of the raid. That'll clear 1 stack of Oath. By the end of the combo, each group has taken 1 Conquer, and the whole raid is down a stack of Oath. Behead targets players with these claw lines, run those away from the group. Besiege sends off traveling void lasers, very dangerous, avoid those. And there's a variety of raid damage and dots to heal through. At 50% health, Salhadaar gets on his dragon and it's time for phase 2. 4 players will get big AoE rings that drop portals. Take those out of the raid and spread them out. Cosmic Maw is our tank buster of the phase, and it makes you vulnerable to the next attack, Dimension Breath. Tank swap after Cosmic Maw, and aim the Dimension Breath frontal away from the raid. Those portals we dropped earlier also do laser attacks, which is why it's great that you took those away from people. After a bit of that, the Voidwing rallies the Shadow Guard, and it's time for Intermission 1. The bosses take a little break, and we split back into our groups to head for these side platforms. Use your extra action button at the portal to zoop up to the platform and fight the adds. Kick the Nether Blast, dodge circles, and watch out for these rotating beams. Make sure to finish off the big Titan ad before it caps an energy, or it'll make your day really bad. When you've finished your ads, head back to the edge and use your extra action button again to port back to the middle. With both sides of ads down, Salhadaar stays immune, but the Voidwing takes extra damage. Dodge claw attacks on the ground and use cooldowns to burn the dragon. That brings us to the final phase where it's just us and the boss. Galactic Smash is the big deal of this phase. The boss and a few copies will target several players. They need to spread out evenly around the edges of the space. They each get smashed, spawning a vacuum void rift. By spreading them out evenly, you can make a balanced space in the middle where it's easy to play. If you make these lopsided, it's going to be a big mess fighting the pole. After 5 seconds of sucking, each void rift turns into a dark star. The stars fire out enormous expanding rings of spikes, which you must watch your feet for and dodge. Starkiller Swing aims missiles at the tank and a few other players. Aim those missiles at the dark stars to destroy them and make your life easier. Exploding a star causes big raid damage, so watch your health and use cooldowns as needed. Tanks need to swap the boss after every Galactic Smash and every Starkiller Swing. You're gonna be busy this phase. If you have not finished the boss by the 4th Galactic Smash, he'll spawn infinite spikes and wipe you, so do what you have to do to get him down. On normal, that's it. Heroic is nearly the same with just a few more things. In Heroic, dying in phase 1 will mind control your character, making mistakes even more punishing. In phase 2, the Dimension Breath on the tank does raid damage relative to how much the tank took. Mitigate well, or else. In phase 3, those dark stars now orbit the platform, making dodging their spike rings and hitting them with Starkiller missiles extra fun. And that's Nexus King Salhadaar. Thanks for watching, I've got more raid guides if you want them, and have a wonderful, wonderful day.